This is Sue, and I wanted to talk to you today about the spirit Jezebel. Jezebel is over many other spirits. In Ephesians 6, the Lord tells us that we fight not against flesh and blood, not the people that house these spirits, but we fight against principalities and powers and wickedness in high places. And Jezebel is over and works with, other spirits such as control, manipulation, oppression, and, rebellion, witchcraft. And so she works with, those spirits to influence or to make people do what she wants them to do. And usually her targets, not always, but usually her target is a prophet or prophets. And she likes to mock. She also has that spirit. She likes to mock prophets and really kind of advertise when the timing of the prophecy hasn't, when it hasn't come to pass yet. She likes to talk about that and announce it to a lot of people to make prophets appear to be false. So that's what I'm going to talk. I'm going to give you an example of a person that was in my life that was a Jezebel, and the Lord used this person to teach me. Many years ago, I couldn't have any children, and I had, been in the hospital and, for months, and every time, I had a pregnancy, it would result in no child, until the Lord healed me. And, I was before the Lord in heaven, and he healed me, and he told me I would have children. And when I returned, he gave me that beautiful scripture, Isaiah 54, sing, O barren one. And I had two daughters who were beautiful and wonderful. And then I was speaking in, it was 1982. And the Lord had given me just prior to that a word and told me that I would also have a son, and his name would be Elijah, that I was to name him Elijah, which is the name of a prophet, and that he was going to be born, that I was going to have a son, and that was in 1982. Now, I did not have him until 1992. So here's where Jezebel comes in. So I was out to breakfast with my daughters, who were miracles, and we were having a great time, and they had their little crowns on in Burger King, and they were going around, and the workers, they just loved it because we used to come every Thursday, and we'd have our breakfast, and we were just having a great time. And so in comes this lady, which she called herself the Christian lady, and she put her face in my face and said, so you said that you were having a son. So where is Abraham, Isaac, or whatever his name is? It's been years. And it was like, whoa, we were having a wonderful time, and it was not hello to my daughters. It was not hello to me. It was just this, in my face attack and onslaught, during our great family time. So, I was shocked, and, I don't even remember, how exactly I handled it. I think I smiled. I don't think I said much. And so anyway, she went around, talking a lot about that I had said that I was going to have a son, and his name was going to be Elijah, and it had been some years, but no comment on the fact that I had these beautiful little miracles on either side of me, my two daughters, which, the Lord had said, sing, O barren one, and let me know that I was going to have children. So whenever I would see this person, I would, try to avoid them, because usually it was some kind, like one time at church, she said, well, if Sue could be saved, well, I guess anybody could be saved. So, what do you say to that? Anyway, one day I was outside and I was raking and I was playing praise music and I was just looking up to the sky and talking to the Lord and just having a godly day, and I was joyful, and we had just built a new house and I was just, enjoying being outside. And here comes this little car like Cruella de Vil, down my driveway with smoke coming out the back. And I thought, oh my goodness, here she comes. And that new house had a bulkhead in the back of it. And so I ran and I opened the bulkhead and I jumped into it and I shut the doors. And then I heard, as I was in the bulkhead, I heard ding dong, ding dong, Sue, Sue, Sue. And I felt bad, that I was not answering the door, but I just did not want to, hear from this person. So then, she went away, and when I saw her go back down the driveway, I got out of the bulkhead. And my heart smote me. I was like, oh Lord, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't very hospitable, That wasn't nice. And the Lord just touched me, and I just love the Lord. He's got such a great sense of humor, and he brings comfort. He said to me, Sue, I understand. I was like, what? He said, I understand. He said, remember my proverb, a wise man sees evil and hideth himself. I just cracked up. God is so amazing. He is so good. I mean, what a sense of humor. He didn't make me feel guilty about it at all. So that is basically, though, the Jezebel spirit is mocking. It makes you feel bad. It comes against you, as a prophet. But then some time, passed by, and, I was pregnant, and then, the Lord let me know that, the baby I was carrying was Elijah. And, so I was giving birth, and I did not know this, but my husband, this was so awesome. He knew about this lady, and he had seen some of her antics. So he, unbeknownst to me, had put her number in his wallet. And so once Elijah was born, I heard, there was an end table by my head in the delivery room, and it had a little phone on it. And I heard bing, 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 bing. And my husband was pressing all the buttons. And then I heard him on the phone, and he said, Elijah has come. So he had called this Christian lady and let her know that Elijah had come. And I just thought that was so awesome. I mean, what a great husband. What an awesome thing to do. So she knew that the prophecy had been fulfilled. But, Jezebel is always mocking. She's always trying to oppress. She's always trying to usurp authority. Like, she doesn't always have the authority, but she will, use authority to get her way. And then the Lord taught me another thing about the spirit of Jezebel. We were having some problems with some people, and I had been very nice about things. And over and over, the things it just got worse. The nicer I was, the worse it got. And so I said, Lord, I just don't understand this. I have been nice. And I kept telling the Lord, for months and months and months, I kept saying, Lord, I've been nice. I've done this, I've done that. I've been nice. And finally, one day after another incident, they had destroyed something, and then they sent me a check. But then I called them and I said, look, I don't want your money. I just want us to, just say hi and be civil. And so I'm just going to rip this up. I'll rip it up and you can hear it on the phone. And I don't want the money. If we can just, get along. And so I ripped up the check. Well, after that, they just continued. And so I was telling the Lord, because I was really upset in the car. I was kind of musing, my husband was driving and I wasn't speaking out loud, but I was just like, Lord, I've been nice. I've done everything I know to do. I just don't know you. You need to help me. I keep praying about this and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And the Lord very pointedly, it was almost like a sword to my spirit, and sternly said to me, Sue, I never said be nice. Where in my word did I ever tell you to be nice? And I was like, oh my goodness. Wow. Because I've read the Bible many times and the Lord was right. It never says be nice. No, it says be kind. It says, that we can be sweet and patient and all these things and not insist on our own way. But there's not one place where it says be nice. And he said, I don't like nice. Nice is phony. Nice is you are doing something because you don't want people to see you as not nice. You continue to do things that you perceive to be good, anybody that is being nice, in order to impress people. And that's not what I said to do in a situation. I said wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the principal thing. Get wisdom. You need to know what to do in this situation. You need to be praying to me about what do you do in this situation. And you need to get the wisdom and then you need to do it. And I was like, wow. And so I did what the Lord said and it worked. And I stopped being nice because I don't want to be phony. The Lord said, I don't have anything to do with nice because that is you doing something you don't really want to do. It doesn't come from the heart. It's not true. It's fake. You don't really like the person. You're just doing it so other people don't perceive you as not being nice. And he said, I don't like nice. Nice has ice in it and it's not nice. So I just learned a really awesome lesson. So I'm never nice anymore. I'm kind. I do, good things, but I'm not nice. So I just wanted to share that too. That's something, Jezebel will try to, manipulate you and oppress you and control you and do, bad things to get you to, do things the way she wants it done. And, it's just like the Lord told me. He said, you can't be nice to the devil. You can't be nice to demons. You need to have authority. You need to get wisdom. You need to be like a policeman and you need to handle the situation with authority. Jesus was the rock of offense. He said, you vipers, you snakes, you whitewashed tombs. He handled things, whether people liked what he said or not. They didn't like that he was healing on Sunday, but he still did. He didn't like that they were, selling and buying and using his temple, his house of prayer as a market. And he, threw over the tables and the seats. And, that's my Jesus. My Jesus isn't a doormat. My Jesus gets results. And my Jesus, casts out spirits and gets rid of and will not be controlled. He will not be controlled. He will not be manipulated. And that's what the Lord is telling me, is that churches and families and people are going to have to take their authority. They're going to have to become, policemen in the spirit and take control over Jezebel. They need to take their authority, because this is what's shocking. The Lord has been speaking to me, and he said to me, he took me to Revelations, and he's talking about Jezebel. And he says to me, and he says to you, I have something against you. Not, he does have something against Jezebel, but here he's saying, I have something against you. He has something against me. He has something against you. Because why? Because he said, you tolerate, put up with, tolerate that woman, Jezebel. We allow her and let her get away with controlling, manipulating, having displays, doing rude things. We put up with it. And the Lord doesn't so much have a problem with her as he does with us, because we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. He paid for us to have authority, and we are allowing and permitting and tolerating Jezebel. So the Lord says we're in a new season. And if we can't get rid of and handle and confront Jezebel in our own personal lives with people that, are like what I've described to you in this video, then miracles and things are going to be sparse, because God says he has something against us because we tolerate Jezebel. We are allowing ourselves to be controlled in the realm of education, in the realm of politics, in the realm of religion, in the realm of our personal life, in the realm of our city, our states, our government, all over the place. Jezebel is just running rampant, and we are not doing anything. And God has a problem with that. So that is what I wanted to share with you today, that, when I had that problem and God gave me wisdom and I did what he said and it handled Jezebel, we have to shut that spirit down, because that spirit doesn't have any authority over us. It needs permission. It needs us to tolerate it and put up with it. And it doesn't want to be confronted. So even if it throws itself down on the ground and it has a fit and it talks about us or whatever it does, we don't put up with it. And let me tell you, I don't wish anything, but Jezebels have a violent death. You can read about that in the Bible. And that woman that was always chasing me down, God blessed me, and we had built a brand new, beautiful house, and God provided for us, and we worked really hard. And she went around telling people that our house was our God. She said a lot of things and I was just innocently going along. I never said anything about her. She would be nice sometimes to me, and then of course I'd get wounded and she would hurt me and say terrible things to people, and people would tell me about it. And I just always forgave and went on. But I just wondered, why is this happening? What is it happening over and over again? I'd have to get healed from the wounds and the vicious things that she said. And I just wondered why she dogged my steps and, would come to me and say, how's the house? How's the house? So when's Elijah coming? In that very mocking voice. But now I know the Lord has taught me, about how this spirit operates. And so I know that it's an attacking spirit. It's a tormenting spirit. And so we can't put up with it. We have to take authority. And so that means we have to confront it and deal with it. We just can't let everything slide. You don't let Jezebel slide. So I hope this is helpful to you. And I hope that if you have people who are controlling and bossy and manipulative, and I'm not talking about now authorities like policemen or teachers or people that are in authority necessarily. It can be, but I'm talking about, people that really don't have authority over us, but they try to push us around. They try to hurt us. They have a very bossy personality. They try to belittle us. And we are the Lord's, and we are kings, and we are priests, and we are his. And we just can't tolerate Jezebel anymore. And I don't want the Lord to have anything against me. So I'm not going to put up with, the powers of darkness, trying to usurp authority over me. So we must address it. And that's the season we're in. We're going to have to put Jezebel down. In Jesus' name, she's going to be thrown down. So I hope this helps you. I hope this video has been a blessing to you. And I love you. And I hope you have a wonderful day.